What's that? You trying to avoid back pain? That's good, it's reasonable, so am I. That's why I include backbends into my daily practice. And I'm going to explain them to you right now. Several years ago, when I was still living in Northeast Pennsylvania, I was approached by my close friend Nora, who's one of the best yoga instructors I've ever come across. Hi, Nora. And she looked me straight in the eye and she said, K-Rail, you need to do backbends because backbends add years to your life. And I rose my eyebrow in the air and I marched away. I thought about it for a minute and did some research, and guess what? She was absolutely correct. They do. They add years to your life. Why? Because they create a supple spine. Think about all of the functions you go through on a daily basis. Movement patterns, functional movement patterns. When you're playing sports, when you're doing activities, when you're getting in and out of chairs, when you're getting in and out of airplanes, walking up stairs, climbing trees, hiking, biking, correcting your balance when you slip. It all has to do with the spine in some way, shape, or form. You keep it healthy, it's going to work well for you. And think about all the neurotransmitters that are involved with the spine as well. You keep it supple and everything's going to flow really nice and smoothly in there, and your body's going to function well as a whole, complete unit. So theoretically, yes, backbends do add years to your life, so I do them daily. Now, if you look back to history, a lot of our ancestors, such as Bonnie Pruden and Jack LaLanne, did backbends on a regular basis, and they knew the value of those, and that's why they did them, and they were very flexible people. And how old was Jack LaLanne when he died? That's right, he was like 97 or 98. So go think about that. And Bonnie Pruden, 90 plus as well. So think about that in backbends. I don't think it's a coincidence, folks. So anyway, I'm going to go and give you a quick demo right now of a full backbend, also known as a full wheel if you're a yoga practitioner. Secondly, I'm going to give you a modification if you can't quite do a backbend, and then I'm going to tell you that you should try to eventually work your way up to the full backbend. So here's what it looked like. Here's your modification. Place your hands flat, and then just try to pop your hips up as much as you can around them, and try to put the top of your head flat on the ground. So ideally, you do the modification to start out if you're really inflexible. As you get more flexibility in your wrist, your elbow, and your shoulder, eventually you can do a nice graceful backbend. Now, ideally, your arms are fully extended. You may have looked at that video, you're looking at the video right now, and you said, K-Rail, your elbows are bent. Well, that's right, they are, because I'm not perfect, and I don't expect you to be perfect either. I'm still working at it. I'm a work in progress too. I'm not an expert. Anyway, I gotta roll. If you have any more questions, let me know, and I'll give you any advice I got. Otherwise, practice your backbends.